Hi, good morning, boys and girls. It's Miss Michelle from Skoblicki Scientists, and I am here with another amazing science program for you this morning. Today we are going to be learning about my goat friends. We're going to be learning Billy Goat's Gruff and science stuff today. So I'll give everyone a minute to log on, and then we're going to get started. All right, boys and girls, today we are learning all about my goat friends. How many of you out there love goats? Goats are one of my favorite animals, boys and girls. And although I do not have a live goat for you, I do have my goat models, and we're going to be having a lot of fun today. We are going to be learning all about goats. We are going to be playing some goat trivia, and we are going to learn how to make our own adorable goat craft today. So let's get started, friends. So I don't know how many of you were able to join me for my class on frogs, but when we learned about the frogs, we said that they belong to a family in science called amphibians. We're going to get started today with my goat friend here, and I'm just wondering how many of you out there know what family in science the goat belongs to? Do you have any idea? Do you think this guy belongs to the amphibian family like the frog? Is it a reptile? No. Is he an insect? No, not an insect. What do you think he might be? What do you guys think? If you said mammal, you're right. Give yourself a pat on the back. And do you know what family in science we belong to, boys and girls? That's right, we're mammals too, just like our friend the goat. So we're going to check out the characteristics of mammals before we get started. Are you ready? All right. So let's take a look at what makes something a mammal. So boys and girls, check it out. Mammals are part of the animal kingdom. They can live on the land like the elephant, and they can also live in the water like a dolphin. So can you say it with me? Mammals can live on the land or in the water. Do we live on the land or in the water? That's right. We live on the land just like our goat friends. Can everyone out there feel your skin for me? Feel your skin, guys. So do you know, are mammals warm or cold-blooded? What do you think? If you said warm-blooded, you're exactly right. Everyone feel your skin again, right? Mammals are warm-blooded. Do you remember what that means? That means their body temperature stays the same. Can you say it with me? Stays the same in all of their surroundings. So it doesn't matter what the temperature is outside, right? It could be 12 degrees and freezing out there, but your body temperature is not going to change. It's going to stay the same because we are warm-blooded, just like our goat friend. He's warm-blooded too. Now, everybody wiggle your fingers out there. Can you feel your fingers with me? There's something really hard inside of there. Do you know what these things are called? If you said bones, you were right. Can you feel the bones in your hands? Can you feel the bones in your arms? And the bones in your legs? Excellent. All of these bones together make up something we sometimes see on Halloween. Do you know what that's called? That's called our skeleton. That's right. Mammals have bones and a skeleton. And my goat friends, they have bones and a skeleton too. Can you think of why the skeleton is so important to the goat? Well, first of all, it gives him his shape, right? And his structure. Otherwise, he'd just be like a lump of jello, right? And what else does the skeleton help our goat friend to do? It helps him to move, right? And kick and run. So our skeleton is very important, right? And if you guys reach around and feel your back for me, go ahead, feel your back. What do we have back there? We have a backbone. Do you know what that's called? That's your spine. So when an animal has a backbone, do you know what big word in science? That's called a vertebrae. Can you clap that with me? Vertebrae. Excellent. Is a goat also a vertebrae? Yes, he is. He has a backbone and a skeleton. Now, everybody take a deep breath in and breathe out. Deep breath in and breathe out. Friends, what do we breathe? We breathe air. Excellent. And what do we use to breathe air? If you said we breathe air with our lungs, you got it. So just like the goats, mammals breathe air with their lungs. Excellent job. Now feel the top of your head, friends. What's growing up there? What is this stuff called? We're covered in hair, right up here? Well, mammals are covered in hair or fur. Take a look, like the bear or the wolf or the tiger, right? So our goat friends have a nice coat of soft fur on their bodies, right? As a mammal. Now, most mammals have 4 limbs, right? They can have arms. Can you show me your arms? They can have legs. Can you wiggle your legs? They can have wings. Do we have wings? But a bat is a mammal that has wings. And they can also have flippers like the sea lion. Take a look, right? We have a bat, we have a sea lion, we have a zebra, and this monkey. All what, friends? All mammals like the goat. Great job. Some mammals even have tails. Check back there, do we have a tail? No, we don't. Does anyone have a dog at home? I have 2. Does anyone have a cat? Those are both mammals with tails. Friends, do goats have tails? Yep, they have a tail in the back. They're a mammal with a tail. And I have a question. What do you think, friends? Do goats hatch from an egg or are they born live? What do you think? If you said goats are born live, you got it. Very good. So now we know that goats are, shout it with me, mammals, right? And they belong to the same family that we do. So I think it's time for us to play some goat trivia. Are you ready to play this goat game with me? Give me a thumbs up out there. Here we go. First question, friends. Let's see how much you know about goats. Question number 1. What family do goats belong to? We just talked about it. Do you remember? If you said mammal, give yourself 1 point. That's right. Goats are mammals. Do you remember? Are they warm or cold-blooded? If you said warm-blooded, you're right. And we know that there are many different types of goats. Can you guess, friends, how many different types of goats do you think there are? Take a guess. Do you know that there are over 250 different types of goats? Amazing, right? And goats are in the same family as cows, sheep, and deer. That's right, good morning. So they are in the same family as deer, sheep, and cows. All right. Let's see how you do on your next question, friends. Question number 2 on goat trivia. Now you can keep score at home and see how many questions you get correct, all right? Next question. Friends, what do goats like to eat? Does anyone know? Here's my goat friend over here. I wonder what he likes to eat. Do you think I should share a slice of pizza with him? I don't know if that's his favorite. Anybody have any idea? Well, guess what? This guy loves to eat plants. That's right. He likes to eat plants. He likes to eat the foliage or the leaves from trees and plants and shrubs. He also loves to eat, do you know what this is? He loves to eat dried grass. He finds it delicious. He'll eat dried grass or fresh grass. He likes to eat plants. He likes to eat shrubs. And because he loves to eat only plants, do you know what we call this guy in science? Do you know what we call a plant eater, friends? Can anyone remember? If you said herbivore, give yourself a point. That's right. My friend the goat here is an herbivore because he is a plant eater. And his teeth in here are specifically made for chewing and grinding all those different types of foods as an herbivore. Now, he also has something else that's really cool. And it's like a cow. Because he's chewing up all these different types of plants, he has a special stomach. Do you know how many compartments the goat has in his stomach? Want to take a guess? The answer is the goat has 4 stomach compartments. 4, just like a cow. And that helps him to digest all of those delicious leaves and grass. Excellent, friends. What do you think? Should we move on to our next goat question? I think so. All right, friends, here we go. Question number 3. I hope you guys are keeping score out there. Boys and girls, I apologize if you're sending me messages. I can't see them right now, but at the end, I'll take a look, all right? Here we go. Question 3. What habitats do goats live in? What do we think, friends? Do you remember what a habitat is? It's the place where the animal lives. That's right. Can you guess what type of habitat my goat friend likes to live in? Let's take a guess. If you said a grassland, a desert, or a mountain habitat, you're exactly right. Amazing job. In fact, goats can live and thrive pretty much anywhere except one place. Can anyone think of where a goat might not like to live? It's a place where it is too cold for the goats. What do you think, friends? If you said goats don't like Antarctica, you're right. It's simply too cold for the goats to thrive there. But you'll find goats living in grasslands, deserts, and mountains. So give yourself another point if you got that one right. Excellent job. Okay, I think it's time for us to move on to our next goat trivia question. Here we go, friends. Can anyone guess what is the average lifespan of a goat? Friends, can you guess how long do you think, on average, a goat might live for? How long do you think they can live for? Anyone want to take a guess? Do you think it's 2 to 3 years, or 5 to 7, or 9 to 12, or 20 or more? What do you think? Are you ready? The answer is goats typically live for about 9 to 12 years. That's right. They typically live for about 9 to 12 years. And over that time, goats are very intelligent, and just like a dog here, goats can learn their own name, and they can come when you call them, just like a dog. So you can actually train a goat. Pretty cool, right? All right. Don't forget to give yourself a point if you guessed their lifespan correctly. All right, let's take a look at our goat friend again. Here's our next goat trivia question. What is special about the eyes of a goat? Interesting. Can you find your eyes, friends? Find your eyes for a minute. Well, goats have really special eyes. The pupils, the center part of their eyes, are rectangular. So they can actually see 320 to 360 degrees with their eyes because of these special rectangular pupils. Now, this ability is really important and useful when they're trying to avoid predators, right? Do you remember what predators are, friends? Those are animals that might try to hunt another animal, right? Can you guess an animal that might be a predator of my goat friend here? If you said a coyote or a wolf here, you're right. These guys are predators of goats. So because of their special eyes, they have the ability to avoid those predators that are sneaking up on them. But they are unable to look up or down without moving their heads because of those eyes. Great job. All right. So don't forget to give yourself another point if you answered that correctly. All right. Moving right along to our next goat trivia question. Friends, this is so exciting. I am going to now ask you, here we go. Does anyone know, what do you call a baby goat? Friends, do you know what we call a baby goat? You know how a dog is called a puppy, right? And a cat is called a kitten. Do you know what we call a goat? All right, I happen to have my little baby goat friend here. And a baby goat is called a kid. Can you say that with me? Kid. That's right. Now, the mama goat typically has about, here she is, 1 to 6 kids per litter. And the cool thing is within just minutes of being born, my little baby goat, the kid, is able to start walking around within minutes of being born. And he makes a special sound that his mom can identify. That's called a bleat. Can you say bleat? Excellent. And the mom can recognize the sound of her kid by their bleat. Really cool. So remember, if you said kid, give yourself a point for goat trivia. Wonderful. Are you ready for our next question, friends? Okay. Here we go. Boys and girls, do goats like to climb? What do you think, my goat friend here? Do you think he likes to climb? If you said yes, you are right. Goats are great climbers. They are often found climbing hills and rocks. And they can also jump up to 5 feet high. Goats love climbing. Excellent job, friends. All right, here is another goat trivia question. Now, how many of you like to sleep out there? Do you think, here we go, do goats like to sleep long? What do we think? Do you think goats like sleeping? Let's take a look here at my goat friend. The answer is no. Goats are actually very light sleepers. They wake up at pretty much any sound. They only sleep about 5 hours a night at most, and they might take a short nap during the day. But these guys don't like to spend a lot of time sleeping. Excellent. All right, here's another goat trivia question, friends. Question number 9. Do goats like to get wet? Here's a little raincoat. What do you think, guys? Do goats like to get wet? The answer is no. My goat friend, he doesn't like to get wet. He certainly doesn't like wet fur. So as soon as it starts to rain, my goat friend heads for shelter. He might head into the barn to stay out of the rain because goats do not have a raincoat and they don't like to get wet. Great job. Friends, we are up to our final goat trivia question. I hope you're doing amazing out there. I wonder if anyone got all 9 answers correct. Beautiful. Okay, question number 10, our final goat trivia question. Are you ready? Here we go. Friends, what did goats accidentally discover? Can you think of that one? What did my goat friend discover on accident? Are you ready? How many of your grown-ups drink coffee out there? Maybe they're drinking coffee right now. Well, guess what? Coffee was first discovered when a goat herder noticed the goats having lots and lots of energy after nibbling the coffee leaves. That's right, my goat friend was nibbling on the coffee leaves and he discovered coffee on accident. Pretty cool, right? All right, friends. So you go ahead and count up how many points you have gotten in goat trivia today and give yourselves a big round of applause. Awesome job. So I hope you liked learning these goat facts with me. And now I am going to show you how to make your very own Billy Goat craft. All right, so let me show you the supplies that you're going to need to do this at home. Now, all of the materials are really simple that you'll probably have lying around the house, okay? So the first thing we're going to need, friends, is you're going to need to find an empty toilet paper roll. You see that? All right, so we're just going to need a toilet paper roll that is empty. That's the first thing you're going to need. The next thing you're going to need, friends, is either 2 cotton balls or some of this polyfill. This is the fluff that you use to stuff stuffed animals and pillows. So you could use either the polyfill or some cotton balls, okay? And then you're going to need 2 clothespins, all right? Your grown-ups might have these lying around the house. You're going to need 2 clothespins. Excellent. You are also going to need a glue stick or some craft glue, whatever glue you guys have at home. I just have a glue stick here. You are also going to need 2 wiggly eyes if you have the wiggly eyes at home, or don't worry, if you don't have wiggly eyes, you can draw the eyes. Okay. And in order to do that, you're going to need a Sharpie marker. You might want to use brown or black. All right, so you're going to need a marker. And you are also going to need some brown construction paper or a brown paper bag because we are going to cut the ears of our goat out of that paper. Are you ready to put this guy together? He's going to look amazing, friends. Okay, so let's all begin. If you have your materials, you can do this along with me. And if you don't, you can do this after our program, all right? So the first thing you're going to take is find your toilet paper roll, and you're just going to take that glue stick, and you're going to rub glue on, and you're going to take those wiggly eyes and stick them on for his eyes, okay? Go ahead and do that. And then, remember, if you don't have wiggly eyes, you can use your marker to draw the eyes on as well. And then you can go ahead and draw on a nose for your goat. And I put a smile because I like a happy goat. All right? Let me show you how this guy is going to look. Then, once you've got your eyes glued on and your nose and your mouth on your toilet paper roll, I'm going to take one of those fluffy polyfill or cotton balls. I'm going to rub some glue on the base of my toilet paper roll, and I'm going to add a nice beard for my goat. You see that? Because goats have a little beard down here. So I've got 2 wiggly eyes glued on. I drew my nose with brown Sharpie marker and a smile, and I just went ahead and glued my beard on. All right, so let's get on to the next step now, friends. You are now going to take another piece of polyfill or a cotton ball, and I'm just going to stuff it right into the top of the toilet paper roll to make some fluffy hair for my goat. Do you see that? Is they have a little tuft of hair up top. Got it? All right, it's looking good. Now, you're going to need your safety scissor, and what I did was, with that brown construction paper, I cut 2 ears. Do you see how I did that? I just cut them the same size like this, that look like a goat's ear. 2 brown ears, again, out of either brown construction paper or a brown paper bag. All right? And maybe your grown-up can help you. And once you've got these 2 ears, you're going to take the ear and you're going to put it right onto your goat. And then you're going to take that clothespin, take a look, and you're just going to clip the ear on. Do you see what I did? I put the clothespin here and I clipped the ear on. And so now he has an ear and he also has a cool little horn up top because goats also have horns. All right, so now let's grab the other ear that we cut and take it and fold it up to the other side of our goat. Don't forget to grab your clothespin. Clip that ear down. Show you how I'm doing that. All right, so I've clipped that ear down, and there he is. He's got 2 ears, and he's got 2 horns up top. Look at that. All right, he's looking good. So boys and girls, your goat, your billy goat is complete. Check that out. He looks amazing. So again, these are all just really simple materials that you probably have around the house. And I'll just go through it one more time, right? So the base is made out of an empty toilet paper tube. Then we've got 2 wiggly eyes that we've glued on with either a glue stick or craft glue. I used a brown or a black Sharpie marker to draw his nose and his mouth. And if you don't have wiggly eyes at home, that's okay because you can draw the eyes on. Now again, to make his beard, I can either use a cotton ball or some polyfill. Just gonna rub the glue at the base and press it on. And then I took another piece of polyfill for the hair at the top. Again, I can also use a cotton ball for that. Then you just need that brown construction paper and some safety scissors to cut out 2 ears for your goat. And important right here, 2 clothespins that you're going to use to fasten those ears on. And there you have it, an amazing billy goat craft. All right, friends, I really hope that you have enjoyed learning all about goats with me today. And I had so much fun learning with you. I hope that you will all make a billy goat craft today. And until next time, friends, keep learning and keep smiling. Great job, everybody!